Hello tilt tray operators. The most common type of remote control used on an Ekebol tilt tray is a Elsema brand remote. These come in either winch only or winch tilt and slide remote controls. Sometimes when you change a battery in a remote, or if you lose one and have to get a new remote control, you may need to go through a recoding operation which teaches the truck how to talk to the new remote control. This video will take you through the steps of how to recode your Elsema remote transmitter to your truck.
Firstly, make sure you and the truck are in a safe location, free of traffic, and you can safely get under the tilt tray to access the receiver box. Now locate where your receiver box is mounted on your tilt tray. This box can be in different locations depending on customer preferences and the options installed on the tilt tray. The receiver box is most often attached to the rear of the tilt frame on either the right hand side or the left hand side of the truck. It could also be mounted in between the chassis rails forward of the tilt rams. Look for a white box or a light grey plastic rectangular box with one cable coming out from it. Once you have located the receiver box, remove the cover. When you take off the lid, make sure you note what side is facing up so that you can put it back on the same way. If you rotate the lid, it may not seal properly and give a water leak. Now look inside the lid. This is where the red coating cable was originally stored. If the cable is not there or not in the bottom of the box, you need to find it. If you do not have a red coating cable, a new one can be ordered by calling Ekebol. Remove the coating cable from the lid. Inside the remote receiver box, you will see the receiver circuit board. On the circuit board, locate the coating sockets and the two upright pins with the letters CC next to them. Now turn on the truck's ignition. You do not have to start the truck. Then turn on the PTO switch on the dash. PTO is now on. On newer model tilt trays, ensure that the remote on-off switch is switched to the on position. You should now have power on the remote receiver board, and you should be able to see the blue light on the circuit board. Now remove the silicone cover from the remote handpiece and remove the cover off the back of the remote by undoing the 4 screws. Ensure that there is a fully charged 9-volt battery in the remote. Put a new battery in it if you are not sure. Locate the coating socket on the handpiece, which is next to the battery. With the blue light on the receiver board still lit up, use one end of the red coating cable, short out the two upright pins with the letters CC next to them. Touch both pins at the same time with the cable end. On newer boards, this will cause a yellow light to light up on the board and will clear any programs stored. Plug the red coating cable into the remote handpiece. Plug the other end of the coating cable into the circuit board. The light on the remote handpiece should now be on. Press button 1, winch in, and 2, winch out on the handpiece at the same time until the lamp flashes and then stops. The handpiece should now be coated to your truck receiver. Remove the coating cable from the remote and from the circuit board. Now you should test the remote. Make sure that you are about 1.5 meters from the receiver box and test that the remote correctly operates the manual levers. If the remote is now working correctly, put the back of the remote back on and replace the silicone cover. Put the coding cable back onto the lid of the receiver box. Now put the lid on the receiver box. Note the tabs on the lid and the holes in the box. Make sure the lid goes on the same way it came off. Ensure the lid is securely attached. Make sure the lid is properly seated and not twisted. You are now done. Your new remote is coded to your truck and you are ready to work again. If you have any questions, please call us and one of the members of the Ekebol team can talk you through the process in detail.